You know, we mentioned the fact of Kyu Blu Kelly. He's rotating in with the ones. They seem to really like what they have in Darien Porter, the rookie out of Iowa State. He's gotten a lot of first-team reps as well. And then opposite that, it looks like Eric Stokes is going to be the other guy out there. Of that grouping, what's your kind of feeling on how they'll stack up against the rest of the league?
Yeah, I think that this is the biggest question mark, really one of them coming in. Because, I mean, you look at it and it's just, even their nickel, when you look at it, who's going to play nickel? What kind of quality are you going to get? Eric Stokes was a first round draft pick that just never really could figure it out with the Packers. And not that he didn't have enough opportunity. I just think it was one of those where it was probably time for him to move on. Hopefully you can find something, sometimes when you go to your second place, you can grow a little bit. You can be in a different situation. The thing with Darien Porter, played in a heavy zone scheme in college, so you're coming to another heavy zone scheme with Patrick Graham. So I think that transition, to me, that one makes a lot of sense. And so you're just trying to build a little bit of a base. I mean, I like Jeremy Chinn as a down safety. One thing that Patrick Graham is going to do is going to run a bunch of cover, and he was doing that before Pete Carroll was there, so it's not necessarily something like, oh, Pete Carroll's there, they're going to run a bunch of cover three. He was doing that, but I think they have a guy in Jeremy Chinn. You don't want to necessarily play him from depth a lot. We saw that really kind of play out with the Commanders. They kind of morphed into more playing him near the box, and I really like Pola Mao. The more that you watch him, he really flashes at times. And I know that he's going to have, he's going into his third or fourth year. So I'm excited to see him. So you have these bits and pieces that are kind of interesting how they work together as a whole. Look, I like Patrick Graham as a defense coordinator. I think he's one of the more underrated coordinators in the NFL. So I have full belief that he can get this to work.